Howdy gamers, how's it going? Welcome back to Achievement Man, where I try to complete every achievement in World of Warcraft from a fresh account. It's Dragonflight time. Now you might be thinking, didn't Dragonflight come out like 2 days ago? Why yes it did. But you've got to remember, I'm a degenerate. I love me some World of Warcraft, and my latest special interest is making some delicious content. So here we go, cruising through all the zone main story achievements, plus a few little extras on the side. Now you gotta remember, I spent 0 time in beta, so I'm going in completely blind as well. Let's get started. So it all starts in Stormwind with Wrathion. He is inviting us to a beach party on the Dragon Isles. Now, what you hentai artists need to remember out there is that Wrathion is 12 years old. Do not lewd this child. I head down to the docks, and I want to get on the boat. Everybody else here wants to get on the boat as well. But Blizzard forgot to implement the boat for Alliance. In chat, everyone is freaking out. Trade chat is exploding. Finally, the boat arrives, but it takes off after literally 1 second. It just appears and just takes off. People are freaking out, jumping onto the boat as fast as they can. There is a poor dwarf stuck hanging on the side of the boat. It is madness. But eventually, I hit the loading screen, pray that I don't disconnect, and set sail with dreams of Shadowlands Classic in my heart. And we land on the Waking Shores, the home of the red and black Dragonflight. Now, unfortunately, our poor dwarf friend didn't make it, nor did most of the people on this boat as I load in, nor did most of my friends as we were trying to play. Most people didn't load in. It was a pretty sketchy launch, to say the least. But Blizzard blessed me so I could play the video game. So I hop off the boat, and in typical Hero of Azeroth fashion, I immediately start killing civilians, but this time I also remove their skin. I run around in the madness of launch day, and it's great. I love launch day. I'm getting killed by Horde because I got War mode on. Then at one point I die. I can't revive, so I have to Spirit revive. It's great. I finish up skinning stuff. Then Wrathion shows up, and he lets us know there's some bad guys that woke up. They're called the Degenerate, and he wants us to take them out. So what do? I go murder them. I run over and I begin bullying these dudes. Now, who are these dudes? They want to kill all of the dragons. Is that so different from what we've been doing for the past 20 years in World of Warcraft? I clean them up. I kill one of their leaders and I find a note on their body. I give the note to Wrathion and it goes, Zug Zug, Obsidian Dragon Base. So he fricks off somewhere, and I go cook up some dragon eggs because I'm kind of hungry after that. But I get to the big dragon egg hatchery, and every time I grab an egg, a corrupted baby pops out. They're completely inedible. Finally, I find one clean egg, and I run for it. Unfortunately, expansion certified waifu Alexstrasza shows up to stop me. She says, no, I cannot have this egg to eat, and she takes it away from me. Then, she takes away my flight form on the Dragon Isles and gives me dragon riding instead. I learned how to dragon ride, and then the elementalists attack. Oh no, but I'm kind of molding still over Alexstrasza ripping my wings off. So I'm gonna go out for a little dragon ride around the Isles instead and grab a bunch of the glyphs along the way. Now, I did want to complain about dragon riding because most things Blizzard does a lot of times on launches aren't great, but this is a lot of fun. This is great, and if you don't like dragon riding, I'm sorry, you're just wrong. So I ride around, I grab all of the glyphs on the Waking Shores, on Ohn'ahran Plains, on the Azure Span, and in Thaldraszus. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that zone. Now, we are fast as hell. By the time I get back, everyone's regretting inviting me over to the Dragon Isles. Alex sends me over to babysit Wrathion again because she doesn't want to deal with me trying to eat another egg. He's a cocky little twerp. He wants to attack those Degenerate dudes in his obsidian base. This obsidian base is where the black Dragonflight used to live before Deathwing went all Deathwing. Everybody says this is a dumb plan, Wrathion, don't do this. Just hold on a second, kid. But he says, I don't care. He's not a coward, and neither am I. We take the Citadel with ease. But we find that the Obsidian Oathstone has been damaged, and we've got to fix it. I got to go find some other parts for it. I get the forge started, then we reforge the broken parts and fix the Oathstone. This means that somebody can take the throne as the aspect of the Black Dragonflight. It's been Wrathion this whole time, he's been the guy. But then this dude Sibelion just shows up from Outlands and he says he should be the aspect of the Black Dragonflight. because he's older and he's been hanging out in Outlands by himself for 20 years or whatever. I don't think he understands that Wrathion is like the main character of the game under Khadgar. Like, when you pick a character, you either pick Khadgar or Wrathion when you play World of Warcraft. Wrathion's literally on the loading screen. Like, who even are you, Sibelion, you nerd? Wrathion obviously gets very butt-blasted about this, so he flies off to tattle to Alex. She says she couldn't really care less because she's part of the Red Dragonflight and she just wants eggs. Lots of eggs. So she just wants us to dump black dragon eggs into the black dragon pool. So I run over, clean up the pool, and I let her know, and she's super happy because all of the 5 different colors have their eggs in her pools. And I get the achievement for the Waking Shores. It's time to go to Ohn'ahran Plains. But first, I scoop up the exploration achievement by just flying around here, you know. Might as well scoop it while I'm here. Now, this zone isn't actually called Ohn'ahran Plains, but that is much easier to say for me, so we're going to call it Ohn'ahran Plains. I'm sure he would appreciate it. The first thing I'm told about the zone is that there are centaurs everywhere. And you better believe there are centaurs everywhere. Now, this is also the Green Dragonflight zone, and I'm a druid, so I kind of like the Green Dragonflight. We're kind of like buds. And unfortunately, we don't get to play with the Green Dragonflight. We get to play with centaurs. So the first thing I do is meet up with a clan Shikar. They want me to kill some stuff to prove myself. So I run off and I kill whatever they want me to prove myself. Then I gather a bunch of stuff to help them with a caravan as they're migrating to the big centaur capital in the middle of the zone. So I gather some medical supplies, I gather some meat, I gather some other stuff, and then we head off. But I can just fly way ahead and not listen to their stupid story, so I do that. Then they need more stuff, and we stop. Of course, because I want that delicious 20% extra experience for War Mode, and I'm Alliance in a game that's all Horde, the Horde is there to poop in my Cheerios once more. I get killed a few times, but I eventually finish up here and fly ahead again while they kind of slowly make their way over. Then when we get there, they start mumbling something about the wind speaking to them, but I don't hear anything, so they send me off to their capital called Maruki. This is Centaur Town, and I meet a whole bunch of other clans here. I meet Clan Tirai, who just wants me to cook them some spicy meat. I meet Clan Ohn'ahran, who just wants some incense for a ritual. And I meet Clan Nokud, who wants me to fight their dudes. Now I wonder what happens with these fighting boys in like 4 seconds. Whoa, total shocker. They attack the town. I clear out the town of a bunch of these dudes. Then I'm sent to another town to get the blessings of Ohn'ahran. Ohn'ahran is the mystical force these guys worship. So the whole time I'm kind of heading out to this town, I'm helping the mystics gather some stuff, I'm gathering some totems, I'm wiping their butts. I'm also like 93% sure this is a My Hero Academia reference, because the guy's name is Boku and he gets a magic power that makes him strong or something. I don't really watch anime though, so I have no idea. Let me know if I'm right. This whole time they're mentioning Ohn'ahran as if it's like a mystical force, kind of like Elune or the light. But no, it's like an actual physical bird. And I have to help this bird. But I can't help the bird. So I tell the centaurs they're SOL right now. And they have another idea. They want to get the green dragons to help. So I just kind of continue killing centaurs and elementalists until I get the dragon's attention. I don't really understand why I'm doing this at this point. It's because the giant arrow on my screen is telling me to, and I listen to the giant arrow. It is my god. Finally, I do get to go to the green dragon's territory. I help to clear out a ton of elementalists and some spooky bosses and stuff to indicate the end of the zone coming, and I help them reestablish their Oathstone. I earn the achievement for Ohn'ahran Plains, and it's time to move on to the Azure Span. It is the Blue Dragon's land. But not before scooping up the exploration achievement for Ohn'ahran Plains. Just ignore that it says exploring everything. It's timey-wimey stuff, I promise. Now, of course, we couldn't go too long without seeing our main character, Khadgar. Of course he's got to be here. It's been 2 expansions since he's been a main character. We can't have that. Blizzard, we need more Khadgar. All the wizards are getting real worried about the Blue Dragon's magic. It's kind of getting out of control in this zone, and the Azure Oathstone has something to do with that. The elementalists are attacking the wizards for plot reasons, and I have to help them. So I kill a bunch of them, and then I use a magic gun to blast them into bits. Then I head over to meet Kalecgos. He's the big blue dragon. After we killed Malygos, he took over as the aspect of the blues. Now, if you remember from Dragon Soul, he was kind of dorky looking and was just a generic human NPC, but then they made him hot. They're all hot. Blizzard, I cannot do this on the loading screen. You've got to do something about this. We head over to the Blue Dragon's Oathstone and we find a factory of Caligos mirror images working on everything. I thought this was kind of a cool touch. I thought it was neat. I liked it. 10 out of 10. Caligos tells me we need to activate ley lines throughout the zone so we can activate the Oathstone. But he doesn't know where they are because he wasn't the aspect when this island existed in the past, I guess. I'm sent over to talk to the best race in the game, the Walrus Dudes. Unlike the Centaurs, these guys are awesome. This is real content. They know a thing or two because they've seen a thing or two. I show up and they're being heckled lightly by gnolls. They're chewing on offerings, they're setting up traps, they're being overall pretty rude. So I kill a bunch of them. Me and my buddy Walrus here head over to a trading post and we find that they've been attacked and killed by the gnolls. Now the Walrai are way more angry about this travesty of gnollage. They make some kind of straw man up of rot magic to justify killing them. I don't really need to know their reasons, I just need XP, really. And maybe some gold or an armor or something. So I head into their camps and I just start killing tons of them. I've got a bonus objective to kill them. I'm killing some treants that are rotted. I'm killing some gnolls that are rotted. Finally, we fight our way into this little cave. We activate some ley lines and then Caligo sets up a nice little shield so it's prevented from ever getting quote unquote rotted again. Then we head over to the town of the Walrus people and we watch a Viking funeral for the Walrus chieftain. I'm sure I probably saw him die earlier, but the arrow giveth and the arrow taketh. After throwing an F in the chat, I meet back up with Big Blue and Dadgar. They have me fight some more elementalists. Now, I'm starting to get the impression that the elementalists might be the bad guys of the expansion, but that might just be me. They sent me into this cave where I've got to kill a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of horde in there. So what do I do as a feral druid? I stealth up, wait for them to pull a ton, and then I just swipe it all and run away and hide. So I get credit for all their stuff, and they have to deal with it because they're just going to kill me by cleaving anyway. So I fight my way through this cave, I deactivate some lava orbs, I kill elementalists some more, then eventually I get to the end where I have to kill a big bad dragon, and I get to ride on Khadgar's skateboard and shoot a bunch of elementals that are trying to attack us. Finally, we can activate the Blue Dragon Oathstone, and in this cutscene I noticed Sindragosa is here. Now, Sindragosa is the big frostworm you see Mr. Lichman resurrect in his cutscene back in Wrath, and it's one of the last bosses in ICC. So why is this little Sindragosa ghost here? I don't know. I clearly missed something very important, but we are in acid trip questing mode right now. We are going for speed, not thorough lore understanding. But we get the achievement, so it's okay. And I again scoop up the exploration for this zone. This leaves us with Thaldraszus. I'm calling it Thal. This zone is not only the Bronze Time Dragon zone, this is also where the main city of the X-Pack is located. So it tells me to fly over to Valdrakken, but I go the cool way by using my Dalaran Hearthstone, then using the portal to Stormwind, then using the portal to Valdrakken, but not before a quick stop on the bank alt though. Gotta make that money. I'm sent around the city to explore what things are, but in an immersive way. They're like, oh, go happen to be in the inn and listen in on people's conversations, or go to the bank and investigate, which is kind of cool. We're basically playing Among Us, but I'm learning how the main city works. I do want to say though, this bank dragon is so friggin' cool. I saw this guy and I was like, this is actually awesome. This is cool. Good job. This is good, Blizzard. This guy is my new best friend. There's a big dragon fight happening to the south of the city, and I have to go save the day. So I head down there, and I kill even more primalists. And I save some dragon defenders, and I meet this guy. And I don't know why he's here, but this paladin is looking magnificent. In the end, I make some anti-air defenses to shoot down some bad guy dragons, then I get sent back to Valdrakken to give word of my progress. But I'm immediately shipped off to a spooky time forest. It's time for me to become a time walker for real. First thing I need to do is fix up a time staff and charge it up. So I run around, I pick up pieces of it, I get some essence for it, charge it up, but as soon as we charge it up and we try to use it, we are sent back to weird times. I'm sent to my starting zone, but I try to do the first quest because I'm like, oh, I never got to do that. I boosted the character. I've never been here. I'm just a mutant baby. But the guy sends me back to normal times. Now this is where Blizzard starts to get real weird over here. They are clearly having a lot of fun with this area, and I thought it was really, really cool as well. Our best bud Tromi gets time napped. We have to go rescue her, but things start getting exceptionally weird at this point. We're sent to Deathwing times where everyone is Murlocs. There's a little me Murloc following me around. There's a Murloc Deathwing. There's a Murloc Varian. There's a Murloc Thrall. Then as a reward, I get another Heart of Azeroth again. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You did good on this one, Blizzard. Then I do a foot race through Null invaded Goldshire, the War of the Shifting Sands in Silithus, and some Pandaria stuff. I end up in the big ancient wars with the Black Empire. So this, I thought, was insanely cool because I love the super old lore. It doesn't have much about it. And so just kind of like showing up in the Black Empire was awesome. You can see little Ragnaros up there and some other elementals everywhere fighting. Lots of old god stuff. You're constantly getting whispered to while you're here like there's no hope. It's really, really, really neat. And Blizzard, please don't just dump old gods at the ends of expansions. I want an old god expansion, please, Blizzard. Once we finish up saving Tromi and heading back to normal times, we're sent back to Alexstrasza and turn in a quest to complete the achievement for this zone. I also get the exploration achievement for the zone, but as I said before, because this is the Bronze Dragon Zone, who are the Time Lords, some timey-wimey stuff causes me to get the exploration for all of Dragon Isles during Ohn'ahran Plains. So that's why that happened. Time magic. I'm now done with all the main story achievements for this expansion, and I ask that you drag and ride on that like and subscribe button because it helps me out immensely if you do. Now to get full lore master for Dragonflight, I'd also have to do all of the side stories in each zone. There's 6 to 8 in each zone. They're pretty short, maybe a few quests, but there are 2 issues with me having them done by now. The first one is I wanted to spend some time making some gold. And I made some gold. The second reason is because my character got bricked right when I was actually going to go do all the side quests. I had capped, I was doing mining for a few hours, made a good amount of gold, then I died, I respawned inside of a node, and I guess that completely bricked my character because I couldn't move at all, I couldn't do anything, I died, I couldn't res, I couldn't respawn, I tried to use the Blizzard's unstuck button, but the support page was so bogged down by warm bodies trying to get support, I couldn't use that either, so I just logged out and gave up and said, I'll just release the rest of the story on Sunday with that video because Pilgrim's Bounty does not have a lot of stuff with it. So Sunday, we finish Lore Master in Dragon Isles, we finish up the Pilgrim's Bounty, which happened last week technically, just make-believe, and for the next few weeks, there's a bit of a chill in the air. The Lich Man cometh. Thanks everyone, I'll see you on the next Achievement Man.